If you're having problems getting your business verified on Google, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to help you troubleshoot the 5 most common issues and mistakes that I'm seeing business owners make right now in trying to get their business up and running on Google Maps. And so this could be if you have a startup business, it's your first time trying to get it on there. It could be if you're moving locations and Google is just not accepting those changes and suspending the profile. It could also be adding additional locations or expanding your service area that you might run into this problem. So we're going to troubleshoot it together and we're going to help you win your appeal and get your business up and running on Google Maps in no time. So really quick, before we get started, if you click the description below this video, I have a ton of free resources and a free downloadable Google Business Verification Toolkit that you can take. It can help you keep things on track to get ready for your next appeal. It's got checklists, all these different types of things in there that can help you win and make sure that it goes through flawlessly. Get your business profile up and running in the next 48 hours or so. Now, the first and biggest issue that I see business owners making is trying to verify a bad address. So what does that look like? It looks like trying to use a P.O. box or a UPS store box or a co-working space in order to verify your Google profile using that address. Those things just don't fly with Google's terms of service, especially the P.O. boxes and UPS store and things like that. Now, some folks can get away with a co-working space, but if it doesn't have its own suite number attached to your business, there's no physical office that belongs to you, you'll run into problems either now or in the future trying to verify it. Okay, so that's the number one mistake I see people make is choosing a bad address, one that you just simply can't verify. The second, and related here to the first, is trying to verify something like a home address and show your physical address on Google versus marking it as a service area business. So I'll give you an example. Worked with a gentleman recently, startup HVAC contractor, who was trying to verify their business from his home and didn't realize you had to check that box that says we serve customers at their location. Customers do not come to this location. So Google just kept shutting down his attempts to verify because it was a home address and there's no physical signage, there's no customers aren't supposed to be visiting there. And so Google just kept shutting it down. We switched things up and I showed him, look, you got to be a service area, so on and so forth. And boom, we were able to get that verified right away. So service area business versus a physical location. If you don't have permanent signage, your own office space, a suite number assigned to you, you're going to have to set your business up as a service area until you can get a physical location where customers could come to you. All right, that's the second biggest mistake I think that people are making right now. The third one is sort of tricky and can be disheartening if you don't have the right documentation in place. And that's documentation, right? So people don't have the proper documentation to prove to Google that you're a real business with the right name. So a matching name. So what is on your documentation is the same as what you're telling Google the business name is. And the address on that documentation needs to also match the address that you're trying to get verified. So we see this happen a lot. Businesses are trying to get verified, but the address on there is a P.O. box, even though the physical location is somewhere else. So somebody might be living out in the suburbs, but they want their mail delivered to the P.O. box. These inconsistencies in documentation can create real problems in verification. So on our website, we've got at least 5 different types of documentation that you can use to go through this process successfully. In the case that maybe some stuff doesn't match, but others do, you still have opportunities to move forward. All right. So that's the third thing is documentation needs to match by name and by the address that you're trying to get verified. The fourth thing we've touched on a little bit is around permanent signage. So 2 things here. Number one, if you're in an office complex that doesn't have signage, you might be in for some trouble, right? So you think about an office complex or a strip, there's some signage somewhere where your business should be listed and located, visible. Like that's going to be part of your video walkthrough is showing that signage. And then if your business is located inside of a building where there's multiple suites, you also need permanent signage that's on the door that leads into your office space. So you can't just print off a piece of paper and stick it on the door. It has to be real, permanent signage. Basically, what Google's trying to do is just verify that you are real. You're not just faking this office space for a day to try to get the verification through. Okay, so it has to be real, permanent. You can't just stick a piece of paper on the wall. I've seen people get away with stickers and putting decals and things onto their doors and windows, and that be effective. But I think it's always good to put your best foot forward and do something that's real, permanent, and Google can't dispute whether you're legit or not. That's the fourth most common thing that I see. The last thing is Google won't always tell you why your verification failed, but I'll tell you one of the big things that does come up. When you're filming the video to do the video verification, do not talk, do not narrate. Okay, they don't want any personal information being shown in that video. So don't let them see any faces in the verification. You can see like hands and things like that. They might ask you to unlock the door while you're doing the walkthrough to prove that you are an owner and that you're authorized to enter the area. But you don't want voices. You don't want any physical identifiers shown in the video. And then you also don't want any what could be seen as confidential or private information. So, if you do the video walkthrough and you go into the office and there's invoices out there with client information on them, you need to put that stuff away before you do the verification. So take all of the personal stuff out of it and all of the confidential, sensitive things out of that walkthrough, and you should have success. So those are the 5 most common things. There are other issues that pop up, but these are the ones that I see over and over again. For a full accounting and a full list of all the possible things that you need to think about when doing your verification, click the description below this video, find the link to go to our website. You can comb through all those resources and even download our Google Business Verification Toolkit so that you can get properly verified and get your business up and running on Google Maps. If you simply don't want to go through all this hassle and you would just rather have somebody else help you, you can also find links in the description of this video to book a call with us, get on the phone, get on Zoom, troubleshoot exactly what's going on and help you put together a custom plan so that you do achieve verification and that you can start collecting more reviews and free Google traffic from your area for your business through this Google Business Profile. So that's it for me. If you got questions, stick them in the comments below this video. Visit our website, grab the free downloads, and I wish you the best of luck on your verification. If you can't figure it out, then come back to us and we'll certainly help you get it sorted. Bye for now.
Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you like this video, you'll probably like the rest of them on our YouTube channel. Go ahead and check them out, subscribe for more, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.